In the heart of Chicago's trenches, 800 TJ was a name that rang through the hood like a warning shot. Coming up from Burnside on the south side, TJ's journey into the streets was carved out by the blocks he roamed and the beefs he inherited. His story is a chilling reminder of how the streets play for keeps, where alliances shift and every move could be your last. Born Tyan Bush, TJ came up in an area known as Burnside on 93rd and Cottage Grove. His early years were shaped by the streets. Living with his father, who was often in and out of the system, TJ had little guidance. By 13, he was fully active in the hood, embracing the street life without hesitation. It wasn't long before TJ started rolling with the 800 gang, a set of Mickey Cobras that called themselves the Snakes. Their name carried weight, and their reputation for snaking their own made them one of the most hated gangs in Chicago. 800's territory stretched from 61st to 63rd, and their alliances with OTV and Rawtown kept them connected. But their beefs were endless. For Lord Aero 69, Mblock, STL, EBT, Pocket Town, 051 Money, and many more had 800 in their crosshairs. The gang's reputation was built on a mix of ruthless tactics and calculated betrayals. 800 wasn't just hated for their fearless approach. Their backdoor moves cemented their notoriety in the streets. These weren't just street wars. They were strategic plays to outsmart and eliminate anyone who crossed them. Their infamous history included several events that not only escalated their beefs, but defined their reputation. One of the darkest chapters for 800 came on March 10, 2020, when they set up a gun trade with Bando Hothead, a member of Face World Geo 69. Hothead, just 17 at the time, thought he was walking into a fair deal. Instead, as soon as his back was turned, 800 members gunned him down. Hothead was hit in the head, groin, and back, leaving him lifeless in the alley where the trade went sour. The move sent shockwaves through the hood. TJ and his crew didn't stop at just the act. They mocked Hothead's death on social media, referring to him as a pack.
Never laughed, you ain't even know I would have did it. But look, I'm looking like
They even went as far as to claim they created the chain that symbolized his murder, a direct jab at their rivals.
and we created the neck that's on your neck, you goofy, that hot boy shit that's on your neck. We created that pack.
This blatant disrespect poured fuel on an already blazing fire between 800 and their enemies. The beef between 800 and Mblock was relentless. It was a war that claimed lives and created stories of betrayal and bloodshed. When Spaz, a respected affiliate of Mblock, decided to slide through Snake territory on July 11, 2022, he did so with a camera rolling.
Catch it with a neck. Oh, not out. I thought I just had me a snake on a bite.
Every move was recorded as proof that he wasn't scared to step into enemy lines. But his mission ended in tragedy. In an alley on 70th Street, Spaz and his friend Charles Brown were ambushed. Spaz was gunned down, taking multiple shots to the chest, while Brown, struck in the arm and chest, died days later in the hospital. The streets buzzed with news of Spaz's death. TJ wasted no time going on Instagram Live to mock Spaz, showing no mercy in his words. Shorty was walking like, "Damn, you got hit with a chopper," he taunted. It wasn't just about winning. It was about making sure everyone knew that 800 was up on the scoreboard. The streets keep count. Every loss and every win is tallied in an invisible scoreboard that fuels the cycle of violence. For TJ, it was a badge of honor to remind his rivals that 800 was up 2-0 against Mblock. He boasted about it openly, daring anyone to change the score. Another key chapter in TJ's story involved Lil Jeff, a young talent from the trenches whose life was cut short. When Lil Jeff was gunned down, the hood mourned. Fans and peers posted tributes to his life, celebrating his potential and the mark he left behind. But for TJ, it was just another opportunity to taunt his enemies. He commented on fans' tributes with laughing emojis, shared Lil Jeff's picture on his story with disrespectful captions, and went live playing Lil Jeff's music. all while mocking him.
These niggas expired. Sure a nigga, but that shit made me feel suspect. She said some slick shit about his dad. You booked them blinds for a show, gon' have that bitch lie. You can get some bands and book blow my phone, you bad. Nigga, all those jaw wiles, nigga, all these Glocks fat. Ayy, all these bitches bops, nigga, no they not mad. We got blood for hire, nigga, tell me who I am. We know you a liar, nigga, we know you lying. Four niggas bounce out on the fire, nigga, you know you damn. I'ma get my niggas out the trenches, I hope you trying. Them niggas can't fuck with us at night, tell them knock it off. All I drop is mercy, these niggas dropping down and dropping salt. Fuck my all them niggas hoes and we can get it on. 30 shots up in my Glock on the back of fully on it. Slap up in the same bed with the niggas I'm spinning on. Niggas hoes, they ain't your man, so I treat you kind of bro. Jump this gate until it's made, that nigga steady hoe. Told Michael Drake, we switching lanes, you play, shoot through the door. A nigga play, got caught out there, left him outside the store. Left him outside the store, switching made him stop dropping roll. You know I cannot go, a nigga won't play without getting sent home. Next nigga we catch, leaving with his head gone. Cuz be frightened out, they head gone. Really walking niggas down with no mask on. Blood on my ass, bitch, this the red zone. Only blood on my ass, bitch, this the red zone. We hop out, this shit over gone. I pop my shit in head song. Nigga know he gon' die if he move wrong. Nigga know he gon' die if he move wrong. If Rello ain't shot it, who shot it?
TJ's antics didn't stop at social media. He pulled up to Lil Jeff's block with his homie, 65 Lil Mike, and recorded themselves dancing, ensuring his enemies knew that no one was safe from 800's trolling. Social media wasn't just a tool for connection in the drill scene. It was a battlefield. TJ was a master of the game, turning every interaction into a spectacle. From posting live locations to setting up shootouts on Instagram Live, he blurred the lines between entertainment and reality. One of his most infamous rivals was DY from Mblock. The two would go live together, hurling threats and arranging meetups for gunfights. "You got 5 minutes to pull up?" TJ would say, his voice laced with mockery. These live sessions weren't just watched, they were studied. Hundreds of viewers tuned in, and the chaos only grew with every broadcast. By 2024, TJ's antics had made him a marked man in the trenches. He wasn't just a member of 800, he was a symbol of their boldness and disregard for consequences. But even symbols have targets on their backs. His enemies weren't just watching, they were plotting. The events leading to his death began on July 10, 2024, when TJ made a move that would seal his fate. He stole a gun from Get Wild Kane, a member of MCB, and posted about it on Instagram. The post included screenshots of their DMs, where Kane warned TJ, "You'll be dead in 48 hours." TJ laughed off the threat, posting as if he was untouchable. The next day, July 11th, 2024, TJ was riding through the city, live on Instagram, taunting his enemies once again. He bragged about his moves, his fearlessness, and his ability to stay ahead of his ops. But this time, the ops weren't just watching. They were closing in. As TJ's car cruised down Interstate 94 near 83rd Street, a vehicle pulled up alongside him. The sound of gunfire erupted, piercing through the air. TJ was hit multiple times. The car screeched to a stop, but the damage was done. He was rushed to the hospital, but the doctors couldn't save him. At just 22 years old, TJ was gone. The streets lit up with news of TJ's death. Social media became a war zone of its own as rivals celebrated.
Oh, this shit is killing me. Oh, Dion. Oh, this shit is killing me. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's a... Michael Jenkins ass ain't get out that car. Oh, my dear kids. He said, oh, Michael Jenkins ass ain't making fire. Hey, on BD, they made Lil Mike block me. He don't even call my phone no more, I'll tell you. That man don't even answer for me no more. Then he changed his number. That nigga changed his number. Oh, shit.
Get Wild Kane went live, hinting at his involvement in the hit before later denying it. Members of Mblock also claimed responsibility, but with so many enemies, the truth was buried in the chaos. What was clear, though, was that TJ's death didn't end the cycle of violence. It escalated it. Members of 800, OTV, and Rawtown posted videos of themselves sliding through rival territories, seeking revenge for their fallen member. The streets braced for more bloodshed as the violence continued to spiral. 800 TJ's story isn't just about one man. It's a reflection of life in the trenches. His rise to infamy, his beefs, and his eventual downfall show how the streets chew you up and spit you out. TJ lived by the code of the hood, embracing the chaos. But in the end, it cost him everything. From mocking Lil Jeff to orchestrating backdoor deals. From taunting Spaz's death to stealing from Kane. TJ's actions painted a target on his back. And in the trenches, targets don't last long. The streets of Chicago have claimed countless lives, and TJ's story is just one of many.